Now, for those of you that want to pursue like your long-term fitness goals, this is something I want to focus on today. Consistency is key. And you hear this all the time, but it really is the one and only secret to achieving any of your goals. And especially when it comes to fitness. And the problem a lot of the time is that being consistent with something that's physically hard isn't easy. And nobody really wants to do it. For example, today, I, may have gone to sleep a little bit too late, and I really don't feel like going to lift. But I know I need to get this back day in. Even though I don't feel like it, in the long run, even if I don't have the hardest workout, at least I did it, which will help me drive more growth over time. If I don't go to the gym every day, I don't feel like it, then I'm missing like 50% of my lifts. That's 50% less gains, 50% less growth, 50% less progress, 50% less long-term, benefits of going to the gym. And it's the secret no one tells you about. Focusing in on superfoods, focusing in on crazy workouts, talking about secret cardio methods. It's all a blur. It's all a shadow. It's all like this facade, a little disguise that the industry likes to throw at you rather than telling you what the one and only thing you really have to do. And that's put in the boring time. I mean, the end result is attractive. Everyone wants it. It would be, it just, if you ask somebody if they wanted to like look good and have a good physique and be healthy and they told you no, they're not telling the truth. They're lying. Everyone would want it. The end result is great. I mean, that's why everyone wants to be like these celebrities, because they all have like the attractive features and whatnot. But who wants to actually sit there and do the grindy work? Once you actually get into it and you realize that, let's say you want to lose weight and you want to lose like 30, 40 pounds. It's not fun. It requires a lot of responsibility. 30 minutes of cardio every day, tracking all your calories, making sure you're in a deficit. And you don't see changes day to day at all. I mean, the work you do in one day is really just a drop in the bucket. And it can become very demotivating. And the problem with wanting to achieve these goals is motivation won't get you anywhere. It really won't. Motivation is very fleeting. And I'm telling you now, I'm rarely motivated to go to the gym. I mean, I like going, but still, I mean, I don't wake up excited, like, yay, I'm going to go subject myself to some pain today, particularly on leg days. But you get the idea. Every day is a drop in the bucket, and it doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things. But the problem is, if you skip those few days here and there, they can compound. And conversely, if you go those few days where you don't feel like it, over time, skipping a day or two here and there, that's all right. But if you skip 1 to 2 days every week, let's say you skip 2 days every week, and you were supposed to go 4 days. By the end of the year, you should have gone, let's say there's 52 weeks, you're going 4 times a week, that's 208 times, right? 208 cardio sessions if you want to lose weight. You're supposed to go 4 times, you're supposed to get 208 sessions. Say you skip half of them. You don't feel like it 2 out of those 4 days. Well, guess what you just lost? You just lost 104 days of cardio. Now, losing 1 day of cardio, all right, that's just 30 minutes. But you lost 104 days of cardio that you could have done? Well, that's 104 times 30 minutes of cardio. We're talking over 3,000 minutes of cardio. That's a lot of hours. That's a lot of hours of cardio. That's a lot of thousands of calories that you could have shed off. That's a lot of fat you could have lost that you didn't, just because you didn't feel like it. And it just feels like, you're still going. You still made progress. You could have done more. Now, the reality is, most people, once they stop feeling like going, completely stop going. And that's where it gets bad. And although it isn't fun, if you really, really want it, those little things, the calorie trackers, the macro factor, the making sure you're not eating too much food, the small sacrifice of, okay, I need to wake up and go do my cardio before work or after school. That has to get done, or else you're not getting anywhere. And there's the unfortunate reality. But here's the good side of things, the silver lining, you might say. 30 minutes isn't like a big commitment by any means. Not at all. And it doesn't have to be cardio. It could even just be a 30-minute lift. I mean, you can do a lot in 30 minutes, especially if you superset. I mean, the only reason I don't superset a lot of my things is because I have the time. But if you don't have the time, 30 minutes for that'll fit you like 3 supersets in there. You could do like 3 supersets of chest and back in 30 minutes. Like 2-3 sets every 10 minutes, like for every superset. So you could do. Let me give you an example. Only 30 minutes. You don't even have to go too hard. You could go incline chest press with the machine and lat pull downs. Then you could do cable rows with cable flies because they're right next to each other. And then you could finish off with, let's say, incline dumbbell with just one of those random like back machines. You could do the Jay Cutler pull downs. You could do like a T-bar row, bent over row on the machines, anything. And that's 30 minutes. And you don't even have to go too hard. I mean, I love going hard. You can get a little bit of an extra edge going hard, boost the progress going hard. But at the end of the day, not every day even has to be super hard. Just by the nature of going in and physically forcing yourself to do the movements, it's the consistency that gets you that volume. And at the end of the day, volume is the most important factor for putting on muscle. I mean, it's the prerequisite. If you don't even go, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you're going 1 time a week, what are you doing? Nothing's going to change. But you go 3-4 times a week, you do a short workout, it's going to start compounding and it makes a difference. So there you have it. And if you're worried, little side note here, how often should I be going to the gym if I want to maximize my gains? Okay, let's think about this. So we're talking days a week. You could go 1 day, you could go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Obviously, I do not do 2 days, please. It's not worth it, especially for like lifts. Don't lift twice a day. Come on, man. Okay, you go once a week. You're getting some growth, a little bit, but you're only going once, so you're not optimizing it. You go twice, you're getting more growth for just a little bit more effort. Only going twice a week. I believe it's in that 3 to 4 times a week range where you're going to lift that you reap the most. It's like the most time effective for gains effective. Going 3 to 4 times a week to do your workouts is the most effective for muscle growth overall. I'm not talking any specific body part. Once you get in the 5 days and 6 days a week range, you're kind of losing. I mean, you're still going to be gaining more muscle, but it's just a little bit more, and it's not much. So here's what I mean by this. You don't have to go 5-6 days a week to make the gains you want. In reality, you only need to go 3 to 4 times a week. And especially when you're a beginner. When you're a beginner, I wouldn't even recommend going more than 3 to 4 times a week. You're going to fatigue yourself too much. You're going to get too tired. You're going to just get so blasted and destroyed. You're going to hate the gym. So it doesn't make any sense to go more than 3 to 4 times a week to begin with. It's the most optimal for beginners. You won't get super tired, and you'll be able to keep going. It's something that's a realistic goal. Going 6 days a week as a beginner is not easy, and I would never recommend anyone to do that. I mean, if you want to get a friend into the gym, the worst thing you can do is like take them with you on like a demonic leg day and make them do like Bulgarian split squats, barbell squat, hack squat, and then finish off with some leg extensions and hamstring curls. Yeah, they're going to wake up the next day, and don't get me started with the day after your lift. 2 days post leg day. If you haven't lifted in a while or ever, do not get me started. That is a torturous day. But you get the idea. So there's the silver lining. You don't have to always train hard. You don't have to train super hard. And if you just go in consistently, that's enough to get you substantial gains, and only at 3 to 4 times a week. And it doesn't sound like much at first. 3 to 4 times a week feels like you're slacking off for either 3 or 4 days where you're resting. Okay, sure, that could be true. But going 3 or 4 times a week adds up to a lot of lifts over the course of the year. 3 times 52 weeks, that's over 150 days of being in the gym. 4 times 52 is, again, we already said that, it's 208 days of being in the gym. And there's lots of room for rest days as well. You don't have to do an extreme routine to get good results. You really don't. And that's something that I feel like muddies up the waters big time. and it's something that makes it seem like less accessible for the regular person to get in. So yeah, a little bit more of a serious talk today, but again, I didn't mention this. Plane is back. I'm thinking, oh God, I don't even know. I think we'll start off with heavy lat pull downs. I don't really feel like doing cable row second today. We'll go into bent over T-bar rows today. I'll do those. And then I want to continue with, I really love those Jay Cutler pull downs. We'll do those, and I'll finish off with like 2 sets of cable rows today. We'll do 3 of the bent over T-bar. That'll give us like a solid, I don't know, like 10 sets on back. But I'm splitting them between like lats and what's it called? You know, all like the middle stuff in the back. Too many muscles back there. Anyways, let's get in there. Let's get a good lift. Plan for cardio after the workout today is actually some tennis later in the evening. I would usually prefer to do my cardio either before, like the workout by a lot, or like right after. But I promised some friends to go play tennis, so that's what we're going to do today. Anyways, let's get in there and let's have a nasty pull day. Come on. Okay, we'll start off with some pull downs here. 2 sets pretty heavy. Got to set at 180. Just go hard and get started. Did 1 like light little warm-up set, but here we go. Okay. Oh, all right. Whew. One more and we'll move on. Okay. Might do drop set if we don't get enough reps or if I'm not liking the feeling. But we'll just see what happens. Okay, we're gonna drop set. All right, a couple more reps. Okay. Let's do some T-bar rows. Okay, here we go. I loaded up 2 plates on this for my first set. We'll just feel it out and adjust from here. Okay, I actually think we got a perfect weight on. Do 2 more of these. I'm gonna stick with the wide grip, and I really want to focus on squeezing it at the top and not. I don't want to use too much momentum. Again, we talk about momentum a lot. Trying to cut out as much of it as possible is going to get your muscles more engaged. Momentum is a little bit like cheating. I mean, if you're failing reps and you really need it, like, you know, you've already done a solid 6, 7, and then you need to get like the next couple. Sure, okay, a little bit of swaying is fine, but if you're swaying throughout the whole rep, you're really cutting out a lot of your muscle being like engaged. Let's do 2 more. Okay. Another good one here. Fatigue is building up. 1 more. I think I'll drop a little bit of weight. Okay, last one. Let's do this. Okay. That's enough there. We'll get some underhand pull downs now. Now, I can't believe I almost made this mistake. I almost forgot about rear delts. So we're going to throw those on the end. I think I'll do like 3 sets of face pulls. I think that should be good. Feeling face pulls. I can superset those with cable rows next set actually. So that's what we'll do. 2 sets of cable rows and 3 sets of face pulls. Then we'll move on to like a quick bicep superset. Anyways, now that we're on the pull down, I think I'm going to try single arm today. I want to go like 8 to 10 reps per arm. We'll start with my weaker arm first, the left side. So here we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, 2 more of those. Now, what's good about these isolateral ones is even though it takes longer to do each individual set because you're going one at a time, you can take less rest just because the side you went with first recovers quicker. So my left side's ready to go. Right side needs a bit more rest, but that's fine. We're going to get another 30 seconds here as I go on to the set. Okay. Okay. And now the right's ready to go. Okay. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yeah, these are actually feeling really good. I think I might continue doing these isolateral from now on. I feel like I'm able to twist more into it and not really like make it easier, but I can move a little further into the stretch, which is really nice. So we'll do that. If you have trouble feeling the movement, of course that comes with time and experience and building the neurological connections. I'm talking actual nerve endings and stuff, but going isolateral, you can focus on each side at a time, and it might become a little easier to feel that stretch. Okay, yeah. 1 more here for sure. Okay. Left arm is prepared. If I can get 8 here, I'll be happy, because the fatigue has really packed on now. Okay. Yeah. Whew. Okay. All right. Okay. The lats are totally and utterly cooked. We'll get some cable rows now. That's more than enough for back. Throw on rear delts as well. Let's freaking go and do this. Okay, I'm gonna try this rear delt movement my boy put me on. I'm gonna go pretty light for this first set, and then I'll increase the weight for the next 2 sets, but it's pretty good. You kind of have to like flare your arms over your head and squeeze over your delts back. I do like it a little bit better than face pulls. Plus, I'm already sitting here, so we'll do that. Alrighty. Whoa. Oh, this is a tough movement. Okay. You know what? I only got 25 on there, but I think I might keep doing this. That was some pretty solid weight. And I'm going to superset this with, I think, 180 on the cable rows. Okay.
The rope here, and then arms.
All right, let's do this.
There's a rope right here.
Okay. Yeah. 1 more cable row and 2 more delts. And now, again, with the rear delts, I'm a little bit more worried about controlling the weight the whole way through rather than throwing out around a lot. And that's the secret to shoulders, well, other than doing them. But making sure you can actually control the weight and you're not relying on momentum, that's what you really need to do. I see too many guys just throwing the weight around and not controlling it and wondering why they don't have big shoulders or aren't building any muscle. There you go. Okay. Okay, regroup. Oh, okay. Yeah, those were killer. Okay, of course. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of rest here and then do my next set of rows. Finish off with a drop set. Okay, aiming for like 8, 7 solid ones, and then we'll drop set a couple of ticks, maybe down to like 140, and squeeze like 3 reps. Let's do this. All right. Okay, let's finish. All right. I'm gonna do my last set of rear delts off cam, and we'll move on to biceps. Okay. Okay. We'll do the curl superset, same as last time. 8 here, and then I'm gonna do some forearm stuff with hammer curls. All right. Grab the hammer curls. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, 2 more here, and we'll get out of here. Arms are totally blasted already from the whole back thing, but yeah, pretty good back day. Back pump is especially crazy today. I think it was that combination of those T-bar rows as well as the rear delts. I was able to go a little harder on them this time because last time I did them with my friend, we got a little sidetracked and yapping away. But yeah, let's do 2 more here and we'll get out of here. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh. Okay. Well, that slow one killed me. Yeah, momentum came into play there. Okay. Yeah, last one and we're out of here. Man. Oof. Today was a real workout. Was not expecting it to be this good, but feeling great. Okay, come on. Lactic acid buildup don't got shit on us. Let's do this. Okay. Damn it. Didn't totally finish the last one. Yeah, feeling the burn today for real. 15 more seconds. And you know what? No. We're hammering out these hammer curls now. Let's do this. Oh my god. Okay, go on. And we're done. Okay, good deal. Let's get to the car. Oh. That was one of the best workouts I've had in a freaking while. And why is that? I believe the answer is the bulk. The bulk is to blame, or should I say, the bulk is to thank. I think what's going on is those extra calories that have entered my system over like the last week and a half have kind of replenished my glycogen stores finally. I've been in a cutting state for quite a long time, and we dropped down from 187-ish to 190 ranging down to like 170, possibly even lower, because I wasn't able to weigh myself while I was traveling, but I was still pretty good on the cut. Anyways, that being said, those extra calories have finally hit the system. And I think it's giving me a little bit of extra energy because, man, I haven't had a back day that good in a while. And I feel like back is one of those groups that I kind of feel take the biggest hit whenever I'm on a cut. It's just something about feeling that pulling on your body that just like kind of drains you, at least in my opinion. So I'm happy that those crazy back days are back. And I felt like I wasn't running out of energy. I mean, normally by the end of my second back movement, like I'm already a little empty. Like the tank is out of fuel, but man, now we're hypercharged in the tank. So it's wonderful. It's one of the good things about the bulk. But it's a slippery slope. Again, we need to really be careful with not over freaking doing it, because Lord knows most Americans do not need excess calories. In fact, most of you guys probably need the opposite. Now, I would like to believe that all of y'all are, trying to get big and strong, but before we do that, we need to cut off that unhealthy fat. And back to what I was saying before the workout, it's really a matter of consistency. I mean, look at today. Wait, that didn't make sense. But look at today's workout. I mean, I didn't feel like going in to begin with. I felt horrible in the morning when I woke up, and I was having a rough day until now. I mean, I got into the gym, and I wasn't feeling it at first, but man, after that workout, I'm feeling incredible now. So I'm telling you, even if you don't feel like it sometimes, the motivation won't always be there. But just get in and do it and set realistic goals. And that's all I have really on that subject. But yeah, I mean, W day, we're going to get some cardio in the evening, play some tennis. Enjoy the outdoors while you can. I know it's a little nasty for some of you guys with the summer heat, but seriously, doing outdoor cardio is a blessing. It's much more fun, in my opinion, than just sitting there on the treadmill. But hey, by all means, if you get your cardio in, I don't care what you're doing. Literally, I don't care. You can do any form of cardio, and I'll be happy with you. Comment down below if you did your 30 minutes of cardio this week. If over half of you say you did, I know someone's lying. So, now really, if over a quarter you say you do, then I know that's not true either. But yeah. Today's bicep curls I thought were looking pretty freaky. I don't know if it was showing up on the camera just because of the lighting, but man, those vessels are like coming through. I feel like I'm in the Goldilocks zone between cut and bulk right now, where I'm still lean enough that like the pumps look like insane, and I can still see all the vascularity and some of the size. So I'm getting the best of both worlds. But eventually, I think some of that vascularity is going to get hidden. It's going to be freaky, but it won't be as freaky. And then we're going to start seeing a lot more size. I feel like recently, as I went from like 177 to like 170, my arms stopped looking as crazy, like unpumped. Pumped, I mean, of course, it's still wild, but unpumped, they're not looking as crazy. As opposed to when I was on the bulk, unpumped, my arms were looking like possibly a little bit too much. So I had to dial back there. But yeah, it's a good freaking day. Good freaking day. Well, I think that's all I got for now. Feeling a little ecstatic as of late. I guess the summer vibes have just gotten to me. Anyways, I think that's enough for today. I'm gonna get home, get my meal in, play some Grow a Garden on Roblox. I'm not even joking. I don't know what it is about that game. Like, I thought it was trash, and I tried it, and I thought it was still trash. And then, like, I don't know what happened. After 30 minutes, I found myself just, like, grinding that. It's stupid, but it's honestly hilarious. You should go try it. It's free, by the way, so I don't know. If you got a friend to hop on, it's like low-key satisfying for some reason. W Roblox. Anyways, that's enough for today. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you have any suggestions, questions, I would appreciate questions big time. I really need to start doing this at the beginning of the video, asking for questions. Whatever. Thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow. Peace out.